Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. New archaeological discoveries at the park of Salud Fort is announced. The State Council approves the proposal of the committee concerned with uplifting mineral wealth and discusses the draft law of the unified system of express mail and parcel services in the GCC countries. And American and Italian centers praised the Sultanate's role in establishing peace in the region and stressed the importance of the strategic location of the Sultanate. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cable of condolences to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, on the death of Her Royal Highness Princess Jahir bint Saud bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Meanwhile, His Majesty the Sultan sent a cable of condolences to His Excellency President Danny Farrer of the Republic of Seychelles on the death of the former President of Seychelles, France Albert Rane. A press conference was held today to highlight the Salud excavation program, which started in 2004 under the supervision of the Office of the Advisor of His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs in cooperation with the Italian mission to Oman from the University of Pisa. Here's a report read by Suleiman Al-Bukhari.
Professor Alessandra Avanzini, head of the Italian mission to the Sultanate from Pisa University, said in a press conference held today that the recent archaeological excavations indicated that Salud site is larger than previously thought. She added that the evidence confirmed the originality of Salud as the heart of Majan civilization in historic Oman. Professor Avanzini also emphasized the existence of cultural communication between Salud and the civilizations of the Old World in the 3rd millennium BC, such as the Indus Valley civilization and Mesopotamia civilization was found. She said that after the discovery of the massive rock wall dating back to the Iron Age, which was part of a large settlement in the ancient city of Salud, found by the end of the year 2015, the features of the city became more visible. She added that a number of buildings have been found, including ones with more than 2 rooms that, separated by narrow streets and rocky terraces, were built around the entire plateau. She highlighted the existence of the internal network of corridors and streets, rainwater drainage system, fortified areas, and the remarkable system of planning shows that Salud was a civilized center. The Office of the Advisor to His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs is currently working on the development of this site to be a fully fledged archaeological park to turn it into tourist attraction for Omani and foreign visitors.
The State Council approved the proposal of the committee concerned with uplifting the mineral wealth, where the discussions of the council members revealed that the crude minerals are being exported from the Sultanate with cheap prices. It also reviewed the draft law of the unified system of urgent mail and parcels for the Gulf Cooperation Council countries. The session was headed by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfoud Al-Manthari, Chairman of the State Council. Shura Council Office discussed implementation on stages of the Medical City project and the educational services for children with autism. The meeting also discussed about commitment of the staff of government units and college students to wear official Omani dresses at work. The meeting as well discussed the regulations of hostel facility for female students of universities and English language lectures. It also highlighted the regulations of the companies that the Ministry of Manpower made contracts to provide academic and technical faculties for colleges of technology. The meeting reviewed topics related to automated systems, which reduces workload in the building and construction sector. It as well discussed the reasons behind the delayed issuance of the Animal Welfare Law. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, met today with Robert Waxler, President of the Daniel Abraham Center for Middle East Peace at the General Diwan of the Ministry. The meeting tackled the supportive role of the Sultanate in strengthening peace and security in the region. His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser Al-Harrasi, Chairman of the Public Authority for Radio and Television, received a delegation from the United States, including Robert Waxler, President of the Daniel Abraham Center for Middle East Peace, and former U.S. Congressman, and Tony Verst-Andek, Deputy Executive Director of the Center. His Excellency explained the importance of the roles played by the media in general and the radio and television channels in particular in spreading the values of civilization, building peace and harmony among all regions and nations. He also pointed to the role of the Sultanate of Oman radio and television channels in highlighting the comprehensive development process in Oman under the wise leadership of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, and to promote the values of national building and the Omani cultural identity. The American delegation praised the level of Omani-American relations and the Omani role in establishing security and stability in the region and the world. His Excellency Mohammed bin Nasser Al-Rasbi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Defense, discussed a number of issues of mutual concern with His Excellency Guido Crosetto, head of the Italian Aerospace Defense Industry Association, and his accompanying delegation, who are on a current visit to the Sultanate. The meeting was attended by His Excellency the Italian Ambassador accredited to the Sultanate. Lieutenant General Massimiliano Del Casal, President of the Italian Center for Defense Higher Studies, affirmed on the strategic location of the Sultanate, which enables it to perform roles in a number of fields. That came during a lecture that he presented in the National Defense College, which came within the general curricula of the 6th course. The president of the Italian Center for Defense Higher Studies mentioned the Sultanate role and its balances policies in addition to the means of mutual cooperation between the Sultanate and Italy. During the lecture, the Italian guest dwelt on the development of the concepts of defense and security in Europe. He as well tackled the issues of illegal migration through the Mediterranean Sea, in addition to cooperation spheres between Arab countries and countries overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. Still to come in our news bulletin. Under the theme Give Blood, Save Lives, blood donation campaign is organized in Royal Opera House, Muscat.
Why is competition good for businesses? Businesses compete in things like price, quality and service to win new customers who could be other businesses as well as consumers. Being competitive can mean more customers choose you rather than your rivals. But when businesses collude and don't compete, this can lower down the quality and service and the consumers paying more than they should. This is an unlawful practice and can stop consumers from getting more options on goods and services with better quality and better prices. That's why the Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Law was issued to regulate the freedom of practicing any economic activities and stabilize the principles of the market rules and freedom of pricing in such manner that the same shall not restrict competition, prevent the same, or be negatively affected thereby to benefit consumers, businesses, and the national economy. Breaching any of the law's clauses could lead to prison sentences and fines up to 100,000 Omani riyals. The punishment can also include paying 10% of the total annual sales of the products subject of the violation, as well as damage to the business's reputation. Help us in preventing anti-competitive activities by contacting the following numbers. And to know more about the law and the prohibited activities, please visit our website www.cmc.om. Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Center.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The third Special Olympics Oman Festival was launched in the Governorate of North and South Batna. During the opening ceremony, a number of cooperation memorandums were signed with government and private bodies, in addition to the inauguration of the medical passport for those with intellectual challenges. The event was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Omar Al Marhoun, Minister of Civil Service. The National Bioethics Committee in Sultan Qaboos University discussed a proposal to establish a national center for organ donation and transplant. The committee discussed documents on scientific publishing animal research, as well as ethical principles for publishing in bioethics. The committee reviewed the preparation for the 9th Forum on Genetically Modified Food, which will be held in October 2019, and the next international conference, which is scheduled to be held in February 2020. A seminar on global economy performance and its influence on the securities markets was held in the Governorate of Muscat. It shed a light on a group of political and other factors that had an impact on the world economy, in addition to the current situation of the American economy. According to the statistics of the International Monetary Fund, the gross domestic product of the Arab countries in 2018 reached around $2.7 trillion, which is about 4% of the global economy volume. The Public Authority for Civil Defense and Ambulance organized an awareness exhibition within the activities of the World Civil Defense Day, which falls on the 1st of March each year. The celebration came to honor civil defense personnel, as well as to stress on the efforts exerted to serve the country and citizens. The exhibition shed light on the duties and tasks of the authority, in addition to distribution of pamphlets, as well as displaying various equipment and devices concerned with the safety of establishments. Royal Opera House Muscat organized its 6th blood donation campaign under the theme Give Blood, Save Lives. The campaign aims at promoting blood donation and its benefit to the donor and to community as a positive social act that seems to be small but has a profound impact on the lives of others. The campaign also aims at creating a community that is responsible and caring for its members. The Message of Islam from Oman exhibition was opened yesterday, and it will continue for the next couple of days in Nakhal Fort. The exhibition highlights the Sultan's identity and civilizations via centuries. More details with Saif bin Khalfan Al-Kindi.
Here in Nakhal Historical Fort, the Fantasia displayed to introduce tolerance and coexistence values within the actual Islamic mission that entitled The Role of the Islamic Global Message.
This touring exhibition is already founded in more than 37 countries, in more than 121 cities. It speaks in 26 languages. Since 2010, we are touring the world to bring the message of Oman of tolerance, understanding, coexistence. So this message or this initiative now here in the Nakhal Fort, we try to extend our message inside the inside the country and to brief the new generations of Omanis to be proud of their history, of their personalities who lived in Nakhal Fort.
Here you can meet and talk with many famous leaders such as Al-Salt bin Malik, Nasser bin Murshid, and Saeed bin Sultan, who played a wide role in spreading Islam through coexistence and tolerance. The workers have performed the historical Omani role via the ancient characters and humanity mission.
We are here in Nakhal Fort to act the Omani history for the previous kings. The fort is so beautiful, so we can see every single part here is acting as Omani history here.
The Ministry of Awqaf and Endowments played a great role to achieve the aims of the Omani essential values by organizing several events. Of course, one of them is the global exhibition of the Islamic message. Well, in this station, which is the first one in Nakhal Fort, the history of Oman has been introduced to the visitors as well as the Omani calligraphy. Saif Al-Kindi for English News, Nakhal.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning. Over the governorates of South Sharqiya and Worcester and over the northern parts of the Sultanate, there are chances of high moderate clouds. Winds will be easterly to southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. New archaeological discoveries at the Park of Salud Fort is announced. The State Council approves the proposal of the committee concerned with uplifting mineral wealth and discusses the draft law of the unified system of express, mail and parcel services in the GCC countries. And American and Italian centers praise the Sultan's role in establishing peace in the region and stress the importance of the strategic location of the Sultanate. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, It's good night.